Hello, Aquarius, and happy Valentine's Day to all of you. So before we begin your reading, I have two cards here for you. And from Lay Vampire, you pulled Nightmare, Psychic Protection, Shield, and Bad Dreams. This card is basically saying that you may be in a nightmare state right now and living in fear. But the good news is that protection is coming to you right now. You may be having some sleepless nights and dealing with some difficulties in your life, but again, this is about psychic protection and shield. So you will have those restful nights return to you, even though right now it may feel like things are really difficult. And then from Chakra Wisdom, you pulled Wisdom. Now this card's a little different. This one says that, is there some wise counsel that you have sought only to ignore it? Are you trying to do things alone? A solution may come from those more experienced than yourself. Stay in the present moment and do not let your thoughts jump ahead. And then the key ideas here are wise counsel, focused energy, and honoring yourself. So I feel like right now, you guys may be in some difficult situations that are causing some sleepless nights. But it's like you're seeking wisdom. But the important part here is that, if you're seeking wisdom from those who are more experienced, it's important that you listen to what is being given to you right now. If you're seeking that wise counsel, stay open to what you're receiving from. Here is the energy coming through. So yeah, I like seeing this as a signifier because this is definitely you. So the Queen of Swords is an air sign, which is Aquarius. And the Queen of Swords is strong and independent. This is also somebody who understands life experiences through past pain. She's open, but man, she's ready to beat your ass if you cross her. So seeing this coming through, I like to see this as strong and independent. But, at the same time with what you may be dealing with, when you look at the oracle cards, it's like, yeah, you may be strong, you may be independent, you may be able to do this on your own, but you need to be open to the wise counsel of others who may have a little bit more experience than what you have right now. Oh, in the past. So, speaking of wisdom, the King of Wands. The King of Wands is looked at specifically as Sagittarius, but now this could be any fire sign. And the King of Wands, wise, passionate, driven, seeking new adventures, and people follow him because he shows them the way. And looking at the King and the Queen, look at them, look at each other. This may have to do with a relationship right now. But, also when you talk about wise counsel, yeah, Sagittarius would be the one to go to. Oh, wow. So, now, I feel like in the present moment, it's like, when you look at what wisdom said about not ignoring the wise counsel that's coming through, again, the King of Swords, it's like, this is you. You're wanting to be strong and independent and do it on your own, but you're wanting to be fair, just that critical thinker that you are, and ethical. But it's like, I don't know. It's like these two aspects of yourself are like blocking this person who may be trying to give you some wise counsel right now. But, again, it's like you're acting with ethical behavior. Because seeing it, it's like, now definitely this could suggest another air sign, right? But this is definitely you. Being the signifier, that Queen is you, right? That King, though, I feel like is like you're really looking at who you are. It's like you have this logical, critical thinking going on. And, with the King of Swords, I almost feel like, again, it's like you're blocking what wise counsel may be coming through to you right now. But, you could have a couple people around you. Oh, yeah. Yes. Yes. Now, seeing it to me, this is definitely, you're looking at the feminine and the male part of yourself right now. But there's this need to see things in a different perspective. And I feel like that king on top, the King of Wands, is like trying to give you wise counsel. But there's a part of you that's like, oh no, I know better, right? But truly, you know, again, with wisdom and the Hangman, it's like, yeah, you need to be open to seeing things differently here. You know, if you're seeking counsel from somebody else, you have to stay open to what they're saying to you. Because I truly feel like they're trying to help you out of this nightmare situation you may be in. Now, the Hangman, it's like being in a limbo. And again, needing to see things in a different perspective. And getting rid of the limiting thoughts and beliefs. You know, when you do that, it leads you to this feeling of enlightenment. But, you know, if you're so on guard here and thinking that you know better, it's kind of hard to see things differently if you're not open to the counsel of somebody else. Oh, your best path to follow. Now, the Ten of Swords. You know, to me, this is the need to accept the ending of a situation. Whenever I see the Ten of Swords, you know, it's a painful ending, but I always think there's something here that it's like, you know, this person needs to accept that it's over with. You're being released from your pain. It's over and it's done with. But you have to accept it, especially as your best path to follow. Now, again, with the Ten of Swords, when you hit rock bottom, there is nowhere to go but up. It may be shitty as hell, but truly, it leads you to a better beginning here. My goodness. You guys got some really deep internal stuff going on right now, and I really feel like somebody's trying to come through to help you and give you some kind of guidance. But it's like, man, you have to be open to it. You know, and I don't see this as an ending of a relationship, not by any means. I mean, not when you speak about wisdom and then seeing Sagittarius sitting there. It's like, yeah. It's almost like, you know, they're trying to help you see that you have to accept the ending of a situation, a harmful situation, so you can get out of that nightmare stage. Oh, and needing to find balance in your environment. You're juggling too much right now. And yeah, I would say so. And clearly you need to see things differently. The Two of Pentacles to me is there's too much. You need to have balance, but you don't have it right now. You're just juggling too much right now in dealing with whatever ending is happening here. You know, I mean, you're still pulling that Queen of Swords of being strong and independent, but, you know, going it alone. That's the Queen. She goes it alone, you know, and then the King of Swords, seeing it where it is, it's like, man, you feel like you know what is best right now, but there's something here that's saying that you need to be open to the advice of others, is what I feel like, because you're juggling way too much between that 10 and nightmare. Yeah, there's too much going on for you. Oh. So your hopes and your fears now, you know, and I was just looking at it this way going, juggling a relationship. You may be juggling two relationships here, you know, but again, there's a part of me that still feels like there's these two aspects of yourself as well. Now, in your hopes and your fears, the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups is about opportunities coming through for you, for love, for romance, creativity, tapping into your intuitive nature. And that's what you're hoping for here. You know, but it's like, man, oh man, there's this need to like see things differently here, because, you know, there's a part of me that feels like you're juggling two relationships, and it's like you're hoping for that love, but then you have this ending happening in your best path to follow and needing to see things differently. I still don't think that this is an end of a relationship. I really feel like, you know, this to me, looking at the Ten of Swords, is like, and especially with nightmare, is needing to have that ending of what you're doing to yourself mentally right now. Especially with the King of Swords sitting there, when you're looking at the two aspects of yourself. You know, wow, Aquarius, shit. Oh, Yeah, there's some serious endings going on here. Whew. The Ten of Wands. The Ten of Wands is feeling overwhelmed and feeling like you're carrying a burden. And look at the endings. You know, you have to, if what you're wanting is some emotional fulfillment in your life right now, seeing that Ace of Cups, it feels like there's an opportunity that's going to be presented, but it's like you're going to block yourself from it because you're just juggling too much right now. And there's this need to see things in a different perspective. And when you look at it this way, it's like here you are, strong and independent, wanting to go it alone, not wanting to hear what anybody else is trying to tell you as far as wise counsel goes. But it's like you get to this point where you're forced to see things differently because where you end up is just too overwhelming. So overwhelming, you know? And it's like you're wanting emotional fulfillment, but you got too much shit going on right now. So, you know, I feel like, you know, it's possible that there's this juggling of two relationships and it's just too much. It's just too much. But then the other part of it too is that there like needs to be an ending here, an acceptance of a painful ending, you know, so that you can start to move forward, you know. But the Hangman, again, it's like, man, you need to see things differently here. Because if this is truly what you're wanting, you're not going to get it because you're just overwhelmed. You're too overwhelmed, you know. And again, with wisdom and seeing Sagittarius, I feel like there may be somebody around you that has a little bit more experience in dealing with these situations that may be trying to give you some guidance, but you have to be willing to listen to it. Because I feel like, you know, whatever guidance is coming through is trying to help you get out of this nightmare stage in your life. These endings are really, these two endings are the hardest ones. They're so overwhelming and they can be painful, but you know, you gotta drop them fucking wands. You gotta do it. It's just too much. You're carrying too much. You're juggling too much right now. What you're wanting is emotional fulfillment. But, you know, I feel like here, if you don't start to see things differently and start to open yourself up to the wisdom that may be being provided to you right now by somebody who has maybe a little bit more experience in what you're going through, you're just going to continue to stay in that nightmare stage. You know, again, and nightmare is saying no. This is a time for protection and shielding. But, you know, it's like signaling some really hard shit that's going on right now. So I feel like here for you guys, you know, don't block whatever wisdom may be coming through from somebody else, because I feel like they're trying to help you. I mean, truly, they're trying to help you here, but it's like there's a part of you that's like, no, I can do this. I can do this on my own. I don't need your help. But truly you do, you know. And if you're juggling a couple of relationships right now, one of them is going to have to end because this is just too overwhelming for you. You know, and if you're wanting emotional fulfillment, you definitely have to stay open. You are limitless. Recognize this truth. You can do anything you choose to do. Perfect. Perfect. Out of the horrible endings you have going on here, being overwhelmed, juggling too much, wanting emotional fulfillment but not seeing it, yes, you need to remember that you can do anything, that you are limitless. Your soul has no bounds. And you can create whatever it is that you want in your life. But you got to slow down and you got to look at the good attributes of every person in your life, especially if they're trying to bring you wisdom right now. Okay, Aquarius, so you have a lot of shit going on right now. You are juggling way too much, way too much. And something has to end here. And I feel like if you're juggling two relationships, one of them is going to have to end. And then I also feel like looking at this, it's like two aspects of yourself. There's that strong and independent part, but then there's the other part that's like stubborn. Like, I know what I need to do. And I feel like this person here, and I can't help it with wisdom and it being Sagittarius, that this person is trying to help you right now, guide you out of this nightmare phase in your life. But you need to see this person differently. And again, You have to focus on the positive aspects of this person because they're truly trying to help you here. Now, when it comes to wanting to see this emotional fulfillment, you're not going to see it if you're still carrying these wands. So there definitely needs to be an ending here to all this overwhelming stuff that's going on. And when it comes to you are limitless, you can create whatever it is that you want in your life. But as long as you're carrying those damn wands, you're not going to see the opportunities that are coming through, and will slow down. If you're juggling too much right now, and if you're juggling 2 relationships, yeah, it's time to slow down and maybe listen to the advice that's coming through and trying to help you right now.